Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for November. I hope everybody is doing well. I would like to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Sagittarius, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius, you are starting out with the 5 of coins. You have the 3 of coins in the reverse and the Queen of Wands reversed. All right, so I can see that you're definitely going through something that's making you very sad. There's a deep sense of loss here. It does have to do with the dissolution of some sort of a solid foundation here. I feel like you're feeling rejected or abandoned in the situation, and it's really kind of taking you out of your normal happy vibration. I feel like you're not taking any kind of action. You're just kind of sitting back. There's almost a melancholy feel to your reading. So let me see who's in your energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the World. We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. And coming out together is Temperance along with the Knight of Swords. All right, so you're going to hear from this person. This is somebody who wants to put an end to this cycle that's taking place between the two of you. If this person walked away, they're coming back in. There's a sense of revisiting. We are in retrograde season as well. But this is somebody who's still emotionally attached to the situation. They want to put an end to the situation that's going on between the two of you and basically have a clean slate, a new start. They're definitely highly focused on you. I feel like they are going to come in with communication, and it looks like it's going to be very sudden communication. It's going to be like impulsive, but they want to talk to you, definitely want to talk to you. So let me see the energy between, yeah, there's the ending. The Hierophant in the reverse. You could be dealing with another Sagittarius, or possibly you could be dealing with a Taurus, but there's been an ending between the two of you, and you are feeling a deep sense of loss over this as well. So let me see what's affecting this connection. Page of Wands. Some kind of communication, a spark, something that's going to reignite this connection. And I feel like it's because this person's coming back towards you, Sagittarius. So let me see. It could also be, yeah, for somebody out there, there could be a pregnancy that's affecting this connection as well. So, or a child perhaps. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. That's a little too many. Let's try that again. Show me what's the outcome is for Sagittarius. 3 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, a little bit of isolation, not really taking action, feeling unhappy. But I'm telling you, this person is coming back towards you. Yeah, I don't feel like either of you have been dating. I don't feel like either of you have been going out with others, or even going out at all for that matter. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And again, it speaks to that ending. It also speaks to the energy that I'm seeing, particularly on your side, Sagittarius, where it's like you're really going through it here. There's a lack of passion. There's a lack of, it's a very melancholy energy. So let's clarify. Spirit, what is the 5 of coins here for Sagittarius? All right, we have the 6 of Wands reversed, and we have Justice. So for some of you, there could be legal, something legal going on within this connection. But for a lot of you, you just want, you know, justice in the situation. You want karmic justice here. You're feeling like this was not successful. You're feeling a deep loss, and you just want to balance things back out. So let me see, why is the Three of Coins in reverse? Why is this Three of Coins in reverse? All right, we have the Star card. We have the Three of Cups in the upright. Yeah, you're feeling hopeless. You're feeling hopeless. Some of you could be maybe not dating, but maybe going out with family or friends, or possibly to some sort of event that involves your child. Yeah, there's something about that, but there's just definitely a sense of your emotions being all over the place, Sagittarius. Ever since this connection ended, you could feel that somebody here broke a soul contract. There may have even been some third party energy here, but your emotions are definitely all over the place. I feel like if people tried to drag you out of the house, you're not really cooperative with that. It's almost like you want to be happy, but you're feeling very hopeless. So let me see why the Queen of Wands is in reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. Be careful that you're not in a codependent type of energy here, but it's just this loss. It's almost like it's causing you to be very listless. Ever since this ending, you have felt extremely down, you're out of your normal happy vibration. And I do see that you could even be a little bitter at times with this person. It's the loss that is causing that. There is a need for you to pour love into yourself, recognize any codependent behaviors, and to really pour into you, to look to self at this particular time. So let me see this person's energy. Why is the World here for the person in Sagittarius energy? All right, we have Temperance. Again, you could be dealing with another Sagittarius. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You could also be dealing with an Aries or a Leo, but this person is recognizing that you're unhappy. They want to heal this connection. They want to balance it out. They want to close this cycle that is currently here, this painful cycle. But I don't see them taking any action to do so. I do feel like this could be somebody who is engaged in a lot of prayer. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse? Yeah, they're not putting any effort into it. They're just waiting. Three of Wands, Eight of Coins reversed. So this person wants to come back into your energy, but they're waiting for you to do that. They're waiting for you to come towards them. They're not putting any effort into this, even though they want to talk to you. They want to, they want to put effort in, but they're not doing anything. Let me see why let me see the bottom energy for the person in Sagittarius energy. Page of Wands reversed. Two of Swords and Judgment. Yeah, in fact, they haven't been talking. This person, Sagittarius, either they can be a little bit spoiled when things don't go their way, or they think you can. There is something to do with somebody being communicating immaturely and harshly. So either they think that you do or they do, or possibly both. I will tell you, though, that this person, they have Temperance here twice. And Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. So they've made a decision that they want to reunite with you. The problem is I don't see them actually putting the effort into it. I don't see them doing it. But maybe we will when we see the shared energy. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Yeah, it's stuck energy. The Chariot is in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. There's a karmic element to this as well that's taking place. And that's why the energy is stuck. And it's been stuck ever since the two of you broke apart. You're saying, look, you breadcrumbed me. You didn't give me an equal, balanced relationship, and that's what I want. This is why this relationship has fallen apart, and this is why it's not been successful. I'm over here hurt. I'm feeling upset and angry. I am feeling abandoned and rejected in this connection, and I want justice for this. On their side, they're saying, well, I'm hurt and angry. I can't move forward with you, even though I want to heal this. You know, they're basically saying you are the one who needs to end this cycle. You, Sagittarius, you need to end the cycle so we can start over again and heal this connection. So it's like a standoff is going on. Neither of you are moving towards the other in order to repair, you know, what has taken place. But both of you wanting to. You want reconciliation, although you're feeling hopeless about it. They want reconciliation, but they're not taking any action. Why is the Page of Wands here? All right, we have the Fool in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands reversed. So since this has ended, this person has just been waiting for you to come back towards them. That's why they're not putting any effort in. You, on the other hand, have been uncooperative with reuniting with this person because you are feeling like it's on them to come towards you. Again, I'm seeing that standoff. So what's going to affect the connection? There's going to be this communication. There is communication. It's going to start slowly, and then it's going to pick up speed like nobody's business. I do feel like it's going to be prompted from this person's side, but there's going to be a back and forth communication. And in that communication, this person is going to be saying, I didn't feel like things were stable between the two of us. I do want this connection. I've been waiting to hear from you. You're going to be saying, well, I'd like to have this connection as well. However, I'm afraid that it's not going to come together. Yeah, it's just such weird. It's a very codependent energy, which is one of the things that's showing up in your side of the read. So either you think they're codependent or you are, or both of you, I don't know. But there's a need for you right now to pour that love into yourself. So let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the outcome between Sagittarius and this person. The Knight of Wands. Seven of Wands. And the Page of Cups. So there is going to be communication for sure. Like I said, I feel like it is coming from the person that's in your energy. I feel like it's going to be rather sudden and jarring and maybe even a little bit abrasive. But for some of you, this person is going to come in with an apology. I feel like it's going to be a very impulsive, you know, in and out, in and out. There's going to definitely be communication. You're going to stand your ground. You're a little angry with this person, to be quite honest. You're angry that you've gone through this loss. You're angry at the ending, the way things ended between the two of you. So I feel like you're going to be a little defensive when this person comes rushing in. Now, is there going to be a reconciliation? Well, I think that remains to be seen. What I'm seeing is that there's going to be some on and off energy, you know, in and out kind of energy on both sides. And I feel like you're going to really stand your ground. There is going to be some conflict when this person comes rushing in, at which point, because they're going to come in very quickly, very suddenly and very abrasively, and then they're going to kind of back off and say, I'm sorry, you know, I should have communicated a little bit kinder. And they're going to soften the way that they communicate with you. Now, as far as a reconciliation, I think that remains to be seen. I am seeing that there's definitely communication. There's definitely going to be like almost an on and off type of thing that's going to go on for a little while. And, you know, as you guys work this out. So I definitely feel that it's a process here, but there's going to be a lot of communication. So bottom of the deck is the Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries. So I'm also seeing Cancer as well as the other signs I previously mentioned. But with the Emperor here, this is somebody who is taking charge of their life. I do feel like you are trying to step in your power. This person is going to take charge of the situation. Right now it's very stuck, but I do feel like they're going to come in, but they're going to have to temper themselves. The Emperor can sometimes be somebody who, you know, they're not very emotional. And so they're going to have to temper themselves because they're going to meet a wall with Sagittarius here. You're going to be like, oh no, you don't approach me like that. And this person's going to then temper themselves a little bit. So, all right, I'm going to pull an oracle card and we'll see if there's any further advice. All right, so you have number 37. That does come out to a 10. It condenses down to a 10. So there is a cycle that is ending. Your card is Joan of Arc. Give me a second and I'm going to read that for you. Learn from those who inspire you. Joan of Arc became a national heroine at the age of 18 when she led the French army to victory over the English at Orleans. Her story inspired the French population during her life, and it has grown to mythic proportions today, making her one of the most legendary figures of all time. The legend of Joan of Arc is a great example of the power of heroic figures. By displaying strength, hope, and determination, she became an inspiration and role model to the generations of people. By using the lives and success stories of others as an example, we too can be inspired to discover who we are and what we are capable of. And there's a quote here by Warren Buffett. I'm not a big fan of Warren Buffett, but I do like this quote. It says, "Tell me your heroes and I'll tell you how your life will end up." So you might need to look around you a little bit, Sagittarius, in order to find, you know, those strong role models that can help to inspire you and, you know, give you that, that little push that you need to really invest in yourself right now. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you liked it. And until I see you guys in your next reading, know that you are loved, Sagittarius, and namaste.